KILR Killer Games.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer and welcome to my tour around the world featuring Flight Simulator 5.1. Alright, well let's go ahead and talk about where we're at and where we're going. So we are right here at John F. Kennedy Memorial, KASX. This is I decided to land at this John F. Kennedy because, well, obviously we're going to be going to the international one in New York. So, well, thought it would be kind of cool to at least, touch upon this one here. And we're going to be going over here, which is Gogebic-Iron County, I think. GOG. Good old games. No, Gogebic-Iron County, IWD, which is in the city of Ironwood. Now we got a little bit of a challenge here. The scenery I downloaded has the airport. There is no VOR, though. There is no VOR. Except with the default VOR, because the default VOR with the default Flight Simulator 5 scenery is there. But with the scenery download, it overrides the area and the VOR is gone. I have tried to manually place a new VOR in there and it didn't work. However, there is an ILS and I managed to put one in and that's working. The DME is not working, but at least the signal is working. So we should be able to go ahead and get landed there. The ILS is actually runway 27 going this direction. We'll use the back course and go at land at the 090. We won't be able to use the vertical indicator. We're gonna have to eyeball it. But yeah, because I don't the author from when I was taking a look at it did not put any VASI or POPI indicators, so that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get going. Now, another thing I wanted to do was show you the airport that we're at, John F. Kennedy Memorial, because I mentioned that I had to create this airport. So I wanted to show you what the airport really looks like. You got these little fin things at the end here, because there's no taxiways to take it to the end. So you just got to use the runway itself, come over here, turn around, and then take off. So it's at each end. You've got two off-ramp taxiways here, kind of going over. Then you've got your little parking area here. There's all these buildings. There is another spot right over here, too. Alright, so here is the airport in Flight Simulator 5.1 that I put in there. I've got the surrounding land to kind of make it easier to see the airport. I've got the two runways. If you look closely, you can see the little fin things at the end here. I think. Yeah, right there. You can see it right there. So I got them on all four of them. We stopped over here on the fuel box, but I do have a couple of buildings here, and this one is a hangar. If I had thought about it, we could have went over here and parked inside, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Something else that I wanted to show even though we can't get the Ironwood one working, I am able to get this one down here. You can't see it. Right down here. Rhinelander. This one I can get working. And what we can do is we can, to give us an idea of how far away from the airport we're at, we can tune this in to a radio of 320, and that will pretty much be right here, right where my hand, right where the little hand icon is at, the cursor. So that'll let us know when we're getting close. We can line up with the ILS, the back course here, and then when the Rhinelander Vor needle, man, I must be picking up some kind of accent. I don't know, or I'm making one up. When it comes to the center, we'll know that we're not too far away from it. We're going to go ahead and get this show started here. Let's go ahead and tune our radios in. Rhinelander is 109.2. So let's tune that in right here. Okay, I don't think we're close enough just yet. Set this up for 320. The ILS for Ironwood, well, is not that. 111.5. Yeah, like I said, the DME does not work. Okay. Just double checking Rhinelander, 109.2. Alrighty then. Let's go and get things started here. We're not going to worry about ATC this time, but we will go ahead and do a request to take off, because we know this works. That'll work as long as I don't have the real ATC going. Zero 0257. Okay. We should start to see some light here. You'd be able to see a little bit of the scenery at the airport, because I've got a couple of trees over here. That's okay. We'll get the engine warmed up. There we go. Alright, we'll set it to 0257. Yep, we got ourselves a good night's rest. We woke up early. So that way we can get an early start. Clear for takeoff. Great, thanks. Like I said, go to runway, hold short. Well, we're not at the runway. I guess I have a few more than just a couple of trees there. Like I said, there's a building over there with a light. Okay. Yeah, there's the hangar. Okay, we're able to see a little bit better now. I'm like looking for the taxiway to get us over to the runway. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. All right. I just wish with the Apollo's Scenery and Object Designer that it had something for taxiways. Because, oh, I didn't do a good job connecting that taxiway to the... Yep. We want to go this way. Because otherwise it just thinks you're on the ground, and so you're shaking and rolling all over the place. Where's my outside lights at? Shouldn't I have some outside lights? Is that Control L? No. Okay. Yeah, I should have a little turning thing over here. Yep, there it is. Well, I didn't make it very big. And I didn't connect it with the runway either. Like I had said on other flights, I am not a pro when it comes to creating scenery. I'm not as good as, you know, some of these other people that are making scenery. Okay, so 090, we got to go that direction. That's interesting. Alright, well, let's give this a shot. I know Ashland is along the coast, so if anything, we can just do a VFR flight. Put our parking brake on. Let's go full throttle. And release. I don't think this runway is very long, so... No, Talia... You really picked the wrong times to step in front of me. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now that we have taken off from our airport, I have reactivated the Wisconsin Scenery. So now we got our roads and everything back. So it's funny, it looks like it's on the ground, but it's not. Get ourselves turned here. Well, we know the ILS is working. Look how quickly it turned. Now, since it's the back course, we've got to, since it's on this side, our vector's got to be over here. But we're getting over there, so we'll do good. Go and turn our lights off. Alright, I activated our autopilot here. I just like flying during dusk and dawn. So I like to try to do that often, you know, if we can. And I want to be able to get some, you know, night flying in here too. But if there are areas of scenery that we're not going to be able to see at night, you know, then, well, that's no fun. And there's a lot of lakes and stuff around here, so I want to give us a chance to be able to see that. There we go. Okay, Rhinelander finally tuned in here. Oh my. It's not all the way over. I think we're actually more closer to this airport than I realized. Of course, then again, I may have not placed the airport at the right spot, but I do the best that I can. I mean, in Flight Simulator 5, I mean, there's a lot of nothing around here. Except for your VORs, that's it. I mean, they've got enough to where you can do cross-country flying. I hope that's not the airport down there. Like, right there? I don't think so. Let's take a look. Whoops. No? Okay. Yeah, so you have enough VORs to travel around the world, but the VORs are just to help you navigate around the world. There's, in some states or countries, you may have like 1 or 2 airports to land at and be able to refuel. Which doesn't help for what we want to do. We want to, we're not just traveling around the world, we're exploring. We're explorers. that needle is getting to the center, so we know we're getting close. And Ironwood. Ironwood is in a little bay area, kind of, right around here. I don't think it goes full daylight until 6:30. It might do it at 6:15. The other simulators, the later ones, there's more gradual. Those are definitely nice to do, like Flight Simulator 9 and 10 and X-Plane will just look fantastic. Alright, I got our heading locked in with the autopilot now. Now in order to do that without having to go in the menu, it's like Control Z for altitude, Control H for heading. And I remember it's Z because it's Z to turn on and off the autopilot. And so if you just remember that and just do Control Z, that will do your altitude. Look at this over here. I think that's like, obviously it's the coast, but I think it has, I don't know if they put a road over there or what they did. No, that's coast. That's actually, coast. That's cool. I see something up ahead. Whoops. Right there. That might be Ironwood. I thought this needle had uncentered itself, but oh well. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's coming towards the center a lot closer now. Alright. I don't know what I was looking at before. Now that blue, I think are the lakes that was put in here, but I'm not positive. That could be part of the, see, like there, over here. That might just be part of the ground texture. Well, one of the areas we'll be going to is going to have lakes. That is going to be so neat to fly over when we get to FSX and especially X-Plane with the orthophotos. Okay, so we're going to change our VOR radio. I'm going to change it to 330. When this centers, we should be very close to the airport. So we're creating a whole new DME here just by using cross vectors. Yep, I guess full sunlight is at 6:15. So I guess the transition of dusk or dawn to daylight and dusk, I think, is only 15 minutes. Unless that depends upon the season. That's a possibility. See, I can see some lakes put in over here. You can see some blue right there. That's not part of this texture for sure. There's a freeway that they put in. See, if we were just flying with default, oh, it would just look plain. And you'd have the texture, but other than that, there wouldn't be anything. I see the green blinking light. You see it? Right up here. There's the airport. Okay, let's go ahead and turn autopilot off. We'll get back on course here. We're off just a little bit. And we'll start getting some flaps down. And our landing gear. Okay. Definitely time to slow down. See, no sweat. It's taking us in, and I think I'm a little too low. I think there is a Vasi light. Alright, let's add some power and... let's watch our altitude here. Slow my descent down. Yeah, so there are Vasi indicators. Okay. That's good to know. That helps. There we go. Red over white. That's what we're looking for. Start lowering our power some more. Full flaps. Flaps up. Now, question is, can I find the taxiway? I think we passed one of them. There's probably one here at the end of the runway. There it is. Shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. This looks like an airport that I would have built, but I'm pretty certain it's not. See, if it read these polygons as a runway surface, it wouldn't take so much power to get moving. How close are we? Nah, that seems close enough. Alright. Well, there we go. We are here at Ironwood, Gogebic County. Something like that. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this flight. Be sure to check out the other ones, and I will see you on the next leg of our journey. It'll be a good one. This is going to be a good VFR flight this next time. All right, thanks. We'll see you. We've got a long way to go in this world tour, so remember to subscribe to be notified of future flight simulator content. I've also done this same flight on other simulators, such as the ones you see on your screen, but you'll find more in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around amongst the clouds.